Hey Sagittarius, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is going to be our daily reading for Monday, February 22nd. Let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. At the heart of your reading, we have the Eight of Wands reversed and the Page of Pentacles. You are ignoring the outside world and you're studying something. One thing has your full interest. It might not be studying something. Actually, they're giving me, it's just an interest. You're really interested in playing a certain game or working on a certain hobby. You're totally diving into it. It's like you'll be involved in this interest and then you'll look up and realize that like hours have passed. You haven't checked your phone. There's some messages that you've missed. People have been trying to reach you and you're like, oh, I just lost track of time. I'm doing this thing that I'm super interested in. You are missing deadlines. Your challenge is that you're losing track of time and missing. It's potentially missing deadlines, potentially ignoring your other goals. Like, well, I had a New Year's resolution to start a workout regimen and I was doing really well until I got really involved in like building Lego models or building model trains or ships in a bottle, model rockets. It's something, I feel like it's something like that. So you're like, the old goal can just wait or fall to the wayside. This new interest is taking over. What are my Sagittarians focused on? Let's see. What is this new interest? Seven of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. Could be a farming game. Something having to do with agriculture. It might actually be gardening. What else? What else could this be? I'm getting a pretty strong, like, growing something in soil that isn't food. Could be herbs, flowers. Or a farming game, like you're growing something in fake soil that isn't real food. In the recent past, we have the moon in reverse. Late nights. I'm getting a lot of late nights. Being up late because of the interest. Losing track of time. Missing deadlines. Showing up late to work or checking in late on if you're working virtually. It's like you oversleep and then you miss your start time because you were up late with your thing of interest. The energy of the environment is the Ace of Wands reversed. Why is the Ace of Wands reversed? It would make sense to me in the upright. I'm wondering what the meaning is of the reversal, so I'm going to clarify. The Empress. Has the energy of wanting something but not feeling good enough to go for it. Give me one more. Eight of Cups reversed to clarify the Ace of Wands reversed. This is... Spirit's trying to stop you from going after something that you want. This is a distraction on purpose. Interesting. If you didn't occupy yourself with this new interest, if you didn't find it so interesting that you're completely immersing yourself into it, in it, I think you would have gone after another desire that's more connected to passion for a person. Could be going after an ex. Because we have that return connotation with the Eight of Cups reversed. And the Empress would be someone that you're very, very attracted to that seems out of reach. If you've ended something and it feels good that it's ended, but you're still like, maybe I should reach out to them, maybe there's still a chance. I think that Spirit is purposefully distracting you with this new interest to allow that old cycle to close. World in reverse at the bottom of the deck. It's like, for your own good, here's something that's super interesting to you so you won't go try to reconnect with your ex. If it's not an ex specifically for you, there's something else that you would really want to do or create or explore. And Spirit's trying to stop you from doing that. Or delay it for some reason. Show me the near future for Sagittarius. How does this story unfold? Justice. Okay. What this tells me is that the extreme level of interest that you're exhibiting at the moment will come into a better balance. So whatever you're ignoring in the rest of your life, you'll start paying the correct amount or a more balanced amount of attention to your interest versus the rest of your life. Whatever hold this thing has on you, whatever purpose that served, you'll start to release that. It won't have its grip over your mind. It won't have a grip. I don't know how to say that. It won't have a grip on you mentally anymore as strongly as it does at the moment. It'll be less of an obsession and more just like a normal interest. Your surprise energy, Five of Pentacles. This could be changing interests or changing what you spend your money on. But it's tied to the Star reversed, which is like giving me more of an impression of interests for some reason. Interests isn't actually a normal interpretation but from the Five of Pentacles. I mean, I read intuitively, but I like to try and ground that in the meaning of the cards. So let me look at it a moment here. If you are immersing yourself in an interest, okay, I'm seeing another potential interpretation here. This could be a lack of passion in your environment in a relationship that you're presently in. And your person is like watching you throw yourself into this interest and ignore them. And they're like, should I stay or should I go? Sort of energy. I think the surprise is that they're going to go. That might be, if you're in that situation, that might be fine with you. That might be what you want. Not necessarily, but I do think like you're pretty hardcore avoiding them, or like you're clearly not interested in doing other things other than this interest at the moment. And I think a consequence of that is going to be someone leaves. The person that you're not getting back to, or the people that are communicating with you and you're not receiving the messages, not replying, I think they're going to move on. If they're not living with you, they'll just, move on with their life. If they're living with you, they might leave home. They might move out. Your hopes and fears, we have the King of Cups. I just want to follow my heart. Well, you might not want the relationship to end. If so, red flag here. Caution. If you ignore the other person and you're living with them, they might get fed up and leave. If you don't want things to end and you want your King of Cups, your love that you've grown into something stable, you might not want that to disappear out of your life. Or we could be talking about the interest of yours being, I really want to master this. I love it so much. I just want to be the best at it now. It might actually grow into be a bigger part of your life. You might go pro with that Lego set building thing. Or enter competitions or something like that. Not necessarily to that extent, but I think there is a possibility that this is a hope. That you can integrate this thing into your life on a more permanent basis and get better at it. And like better skills and better skills and better skills. Your end result, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. Which is kind of bringing it back around to the relationship side of things. Because now we have the King of Cups as your hope. And the Queen of Cups reversed as your result. It's looking like the possibility of you ignoring the other person and them leaving. Could come about. What else could that be? It could be an extension of the King of Cups energy, because we all have masculine and feminine within us. The masculine goes out and gets and claims and conquers. The feminine receives and attracts, draws in yin and yang energy. And the Queen of Cups reversed is self-care. It's focusing on one's own emotional needs. So you might take that desire to grow this interest because you're starting to love it so much. You might take that to the next level in like, okay, well, what can I attract into my life that is more like this? What can I go out and get that I will love that's similar to this? And what can I attract into my life? Your advice, Nine of Swords in reverse. Don't stress out over this, but also watch out for the sleep issue. If you have been staying up late because of this interest, it would be important for you to nip that in the bud and not let that become a habit. This is sleepless nights in a bad way. And because we're talking about missing deadlines and or potentially missing your start time at work, or missing work because of this, you don't want to let that become a pattern that could have a really negative consequence for you. Sagittarius, I hope that helped. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye.